Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts. You got myself, Liam, Lucas, and first-time podcast member, Maddie. Welcome.
Podcasts like this.
Podcast. Like this, exactly. You do not know other podcasts before.
I've been MIA for a bit, but like houses need building. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Houses need building.
Houses need building.
You see, Woz is not here. He's off in the wilderness somewhere, and Greg's not here. It's his birthday.
Can we quickly pin before we talk about Greg's birthday? Can we quickly have a poll on Wall's odds of survival in the wilderness? Because I'm putting it at like a strong 20%. I think he's coming back.
I was going to be like 30%, but yeah.
We're on the same page. Okay. I don't think he's coming back.
But yes, it is also Greg's birthday. So happy birthday to our lovely captain, Greg. We wish him the very best of this year. But before we get into this podcast, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Get involved with our conversations today. Check us out on any and all social medias. Links are in the description. Check out our TikTok before Donald Trump bans it. Don't do that, Donald. We need TikTok.
But don't think this is gonna be normal all the time. All of us in the same room doing the podcast. Likely is the future we're gonna be back doing it on Discord or something.
I mean, basically, all the reason is my mic is trash. His mic is trash. We're like, hey, let's just get together and not be trash.
I mean, like, I'm doing them on Samsung headphones.
So am I. Really I'm doing the exact same,
it's not
man.
a mic. You feel me?
But we have a lot to talk about. It's been a very busy week in international and European football. So where the hell should we start, Lucas?
Well,
I keep hitting things.
Well, yeah, be careful, Liam.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not used to this anymore.
We do have a Barcelona supporter beside us.
Barca.
I know it's unfortunate, guys.
Champions League?
I mean, we're still in it.
Champions League. Let's look at that. Let's start with the Barcelona match. Let's start with Barca Napoli. You went into this game drawn.
Dude, I went into this game. You know, like that feeling when like you know something bad's about to happen, and like your heart is like somewhere
it's
like
ready. It's
here.
getting prepared.
Yeah, and you're just like, no, you're not even prepared for failure. You're just hoping to God it doesn't happen. Like it's like seeing a train in front of you or on the side of your car, and like there's traffic in front of you, and you're like, shit, bro. If this guy doesn't move, I'm gonna die. That's the feeling.
And it didn't help that the first like 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
They should have scored. Napoli should have been 1-0 up in the first 2 minutes.
We don't talk about that. I mean,
well, we have to talk about that.
I mean,
they did score. That's all that matters.
Ultimately, Barcelona did have the better of the night, and they did score and get themselves through the next round.
Napoli didn't do themselves any favors. At least Koulibaly does a crossfield ball into behind his net.
Yeah, I don't know. Koulibaly started the game off interesting, I thought. The man was just running rampant.
Dude, that guy was all over the fucking place, man.
He
got someone on the left wing a couple times.
Before the game. At one point, he was pressing Ter Stegen.
I know. What the hell's going on with this guy?
So, I mean, yeah, Koulibaly tries to hit a cross-field pass and puts it out for a corner, as you do, you just as Koulibaly things. And ultimately, Barcelona were like, hey, we can score corners now.
He's trying to lower his transfer budget. He could his transfer.
He could go to Chelsea or something.
Yeah, go to Chelsea, you know. Or Man City.
Yeah. But Langley does score the header. He does push off. Who was it?
I'm not gonna lie, that was questionable.
He pushed off. I don't know who pushed off, but he ultimately pushed over Koulibaly, who would have been the one to attack the ball.
He pushed the guy who was marking him. That knocked Koulibaly down. And then Langley just get a free header.
And then Luis Suarez was there as well.
It's a man's game, all right? It's a man's game.
Ultimately, it wasn't a foul. It was just a little bit of contact in the box.
I mean, I could see it being called a foul.
Don't give in to these weak-ass people, Lucas. Yeah. This is the Neymar and Suarez. We're talking the rolling around. I don't deal with that.
Suarez is his...
Would you say that to Suarez's face?
I love Suarez. I fucking love Suarez. I have a
jerseys,
fucking Suarez jersey. I love the man.
But he rolls. I would probably eat you.
He rolls.
Only a couple times.
Okay. We get into the match because after Mr. Longley scored, it was Lionel Messi's turn to pop up on the score sheet. He had a good night.
He did. That was an unreal goal. I'm surprised he didn't stay down.
I mean, David Ospina.
Messi doesn't really go down when he goes on these runs, though.
I mean, most people, when they go down in the box, they kind of like sit there for a while. I don't care if you're Messi, especially Sterling. More than likely Neymar. Definitely Neymar. Neymar, even when he's not touched. Anyways, normally when you get touched in the box, you ain't getting back up. You might roll a couple times, scream, hold your knee, because it's always your knee. even if it's your head.
Or
But
your
regardless,
face, yeah.
like you're not getting up. And
No.
he got up.
I mean, yeah, David Ospina is David Ospina. I mean, not the best
I mean, it's
goalie
not like it
in
would
the
help.
world. No, it wasn't his fault. But at the same time, he didn't help. So, I mean, ultimately, Messi is Messi and Ospina is Ospina.
Yeah,
It doesn't add up.
Guy
But,
couldn't start at Arsenal. It's pretty shocking.
yeah. Lionel Messi did have a goal disallowed, though, just a few minutes later.
That was, dude.
Yeah,
That's so
I mean,
bullshit.
it does hit his arm. The rule is if it touches your arm in any capacity, it doesn't count.
That was so
Even though
dumb.
he had no intention.
Because I feel like if that was the other way around, it would have been like, oh yeah, guys, it's not a penalty. He didn't mean it. I swear
No.
he didn't fucking mean it.
I'll be honest.
swear.
Looking at the replay, I had such a hard time seeing it hit the
Yeah,
hand.
Such a soft call.
But like technically, it's the right call though.
Mm-hmm.
Such a soft call.
Luis Suarez does score the penalty right before halftime.
Jeez, that was concerning at the time. People
Yeah.
thought, "Oh no, Messi, he looks really injured." But never fear. The magic spray's here.
God,
Great
that was
call.
lame. No offense.
I mean, you are correct. I mean, yeah, everyone thought the worst in Messi was. I know you were saying, "Oh, if Messi injuries, he's going to be out for the game." And nah, he's all good.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad always makes this joke whenever players are getting help, like
The spray, man.
yeah, the spray. I was like, "Oh, don't worry, the spray."
The spray fixes everything.
Hey man, if Miles can sub me on with a partially torn ACL, Messi can play on. By the way, Miles, stupid fucking idea. If you're
I
watching
don't
this,
think Miles is watching.
yo, I'm gonna send him the link.
But Lorenzo Insigne does score a penalty as well to get Napoli back into the game, 3-1 at the time. After Barcelona scored three first half goals, it was done. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it just was a hard time. I didn't
I
really.
mean, like if they scored one more, there's always the potential for shithousery, especially since we can't defend.
Well, especially
Save our
after
life.
PSG. I mean, you went into that PSG game not vibing, but ultimately you came back, so it's okay.
Dude, we can't defend.
Sergio Roberto was there.
We can't defend.
Yeah, but no comeback this time.
No.
against
Hear that they
Barcelona.
want to
Nap-
run out
but-
Umtiti.
But Napoli had a good game. They had a good second half. They were pressing.
They had a good first half too.
Big Polski man came on and scored a goal,
That didn't count.
but didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Milik's a good player.
Yes.
People always talk crap about
I
him.
mean, ultimately,
Does anyone talk crap about him? I feel like people just don't talk about him at all.
ultimately, I mean, we can spend more time with this game to break it down. But ultimately, Barcelona advanced. They were the better team. They deserve to go through. They have Messi.
Yeah, we took more than
They
two
deserve
shots.
to go through.
It's not every day you get to say
Let's,
that.
and then let's move on quickly to the other game of that match day: Bayern Munich versus Chelsea.
Do we really need to
London
talk about
is
this?
not red. London is not white. It's not blue. It's just Bayern.
Well, Bayern is red.
Bayern is London.
Like every single time Bayern runs into an English team, specifically one from London,
It just
it's
hurts.
just a problem.
I mean, it
Arsenal,
ends
Tottenham,
4-1 on the
doesn't
night, 7-1 on aggregates.
I read a stat saying Bayern versus London teams in the Champions League this season. It was like a 32-6 aggregate score or something.
Yeah.
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 I mean, to be fair, none of the teams from London are really even that good.
Not
But-
really. I would actually like to see like a Crystal Palace defend them. See what happens.
It's not much better than Arsenal. Well,
Well,
pre-Arteta Arsenal.
yes.
Yeah.
Might have ended that game
It opens
17-0.
early with Robert Lewandowski scoring a penalty. The man continues his fantastic form. Big man Ivan Perisic then scores. Hudson Odoi had a goal disallowed by VAR.
That one was just.
It was just ugh.
I mean, his foot.
Just like Lucas
his-
said.
His foot was like behind. His
Yeah.
foot was behind him, and that was offside.
Tammy Abraham did score before halftime to have any bit of hope in the match, but it was quickly.
Dude, what the fuck? Like, hope in the match.
Listen, man, it was
For, like,
quickly
a consolation
stamped
1-0
out
win.
by Mr. Tolisso,
Like-
who was like, "Nah, I'm gonna score a goal and just kill your hopes and dreams."
Dude, the hopes and dreams were killed. The
And then
first
Robert Lewandowski scored another
first
one
game.
because that's what Lewandowski does.
Lewandowski for Ballon d'Or. Oh wait, I forgot.
Fucking bullshit. Fuck you, FIFA.
That's, I need like they need to release a. Have they released a statement on why?
I think the reason they said because not all the leagues played, but it was just the French league.
Dude, they still played half a fucking year. Besides,
They're
it's
not winning
like,
it.
Dude, like maybe two players would have been like two people in the entire league would be considered.
Yeah. It's a completely questionable decision and laughable decision, to be honest. Lewandowski actually did an interview with ESPN, I think it was today, where He just said that he's just focusing on playing his football, and
That's bullshit. He's definitely salty because he knows he was going to win this year.
Yeah,
well, he
100%.
knows maybe not, was going to win, but should have. Because you know how these things go.
Yeah, Messi wins.
Like, if Messi won this year, if they still had it, because it's frauds. But if Messi won this year, I probably would have.
It would have been controversial.
It would have been more suspect than Messi finishing 5th last time.
It would have been more controversial than Luka Modric.
oh
Yeah, no, not that bad. I don't know how Luka Modric won that.
But-
Shall we talk about the two big teams or the big man?
Let's go for the big man.
Big man, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
He's out. Juventus, tire fire.
First time eliminated this early in the Champions League since I think 2010.
Absolutely
There's a
disastrous.
silver lining to everything because now Pirlo's going to be a manager.
We're going to talk about that.
We've all wanted to see this.
Right after this Champions League, we're going to get into that 100%. But on the night, Juventus win 2-1 over Lyon. On aggregate, it ends 2-2. However, Lyon go through on away goals. Huge
still don't
for
like that
Lyon.
rule.
Absolutely incredible for them. For Juventus, disastrous. You spend 100 million on Cristiano Ronaldo, the number one Champions League player, and you get knocked out by some French farmers.
I mean, but they won the league, though.
I mean, Woz made a great TikTok about the Sarri sacking.
Yeah, it was actually really good. Like, I don't know if I'll put it in the video or just link it. I don't know. That's up to you.
I haven't even seen it yet.
It's funny as hell. Like, Woz has some low-key good acting skills. He starts off going, ah!
Okay, you guys.
It was good. Memphis Depay scores first in this match with a controversial penalty.
Yeah, people thought it was initially Bentancur that gave the foul, but it didn't look like he did. But apparently it was Bernardeschi from behind
It was
that
a little bit
clipped him.
soft.
But then Juventus got a penalty where
Also soft.
Ronaldo took a free kick. Depay was trying to keep his hands close to himself. It hit his hand. Ref's like, penalty.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's the rule.
Yeah, these rules fucking suck.
It's the rule. If it hits your
don't
hand
know.
in any capacity or your arm in any capacity, it's a fucking penalty.
So whenever things annoy us about football, most of the time it's just the rules, which is. It really
I don't understand. I think it was the Serie A match between
Atalanta. And
Atalanta.
Juventus.
Yeah, where literally the guy's arm was against his chest and it hits his arm and gets
it's
awarded
not-
as a penalty.
It's not a handball.
It's still going to hit
my
him. It's not going through.
Yep.
You know, I could see if his arm stops the ball.
No, like what they need to change the handball rule to is because like the only thing, like the whole thing with handball is it dramatically gives you an advantage.
Yeah, if your arm's against your chest, it's hitting your chest anyways.
If it grazes off of your thumb, yeah, and it doesn't change trajectory, which you can see with VAR, by the way.
Yeah.
It is a fucking camera. These retards. Anyways, if it doesn't change trajectory, there is no clear advantage.
No,
it's
there's not.
going where it was going.
Yeah.
They need to sort this out. I know they're not very smart over there, and I get that.
No,
But like,
it's like you
please.
said, it's not the calls, it's the rules that we're having an issue with.
Yeah, like and like in that Atalanta Juventus game that you mentioned, I remember like I don't remember if it was a handball or if it was a tackle, but a player was literally leaving the box.
Yeah, it was a handball. It literally hit him on the arm while he was going out of the box. Like, it wasn't a goal scoring opportunity at all.
Yeah, so like that type of stuff annoys me. Like,
Well, I don't mind if it's not a goal scoring opportunity, as long as it doesn't give anyone an advantage in and around inside the box.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's dumb.
Cristiano Ronaldo scored the penalty, like we said. He then scores his second of the night
Not
on
bad
the
goal.
60th minute. I mean, Cristiano,
Definitely not.
let's be honest, he is the Champions League GOAT.
Guy's decent.
last 2 seasons with Juventus, he scored all their knockout stage goals, 7.
Like,
Kid's decent.
it's good. If you're Juventus, you're like, fuck yeah, we got Ronaldo. He's doing bits. But if you're also Juventus, you go, shit, he's 35. Where the hell are the rest of you? Like,
The rest of their team is getting old too.
Yeah.
Like, and their midfield is getting old or just average. Their defense is getting
They
old.
got Arthur.
which is a great signing. It's a great signing for them.
It's a good signing for them.
Like you look at Juventus' last handful of transfers. They're trying to get younger with De Ligt and now Arthur. I mean,
Kulusevski as well,
Yeah,
who's really
they
good.
got-
like they're trying to put more youth in their squad, which is needed. It's just unfortunate that Ronaldo's the only guy doing anything.
Well, that's how That's how it was always going to go because every team has a focal point. Especially when you have a player
Focal
like
point,
Ronaldo.
yes, but Dybala should be scoring goals.
Well, Dybala did have a good season.
He
Well,
did.
have a very
But
good
I mean,
season.
I'm talking Champions League. Where are you?
Well, he was, I think, slightly injured, I believe.
Get over
Like-
it, big man.
Like, I get what you're saying. Like, Ronaldo scoring all of their knockout round goals is bad. But, like, if Ronaldo scored, like, 4 out of the 7 or 5 out of the 7,
Perfect. Fine.
that's just how it goes.
That's fine.
But 7 out of the 7, you
That-
might have
that's,
to...
that's why they signed him.
Yeah.
That's the exact reason why they brought him in for 100 million is to win the Champions League. To be knocked out of the round of 16, that is regression.
by Lyon. I mean, if they ran to Bayern. See,
That's the big thing.
It's different. 'cause
No,
it
no
depends who you
disrespect to
run into.
Lyon. You're a good team. You have great players at Lyon, but it's Lyon. They're not on the same table as your Juventus, your Real Madrid, your Man City.
Especially when they're missing their second best player. So, like,
Who are you naming their second best player?
it's got to be Dembele, surely.
Fuck yeah, Musa.
It's got to be.
He was on the bench.
Aouar's
He was on
up
the
there,
bench,
but
yeah.
Dembele was
But
unreal this season.
Memphis Depay was back, and he was crucial for this game. He scored the penalty to get the goal, but he was also very good just during the match.
Yeah.
I mean, Rudy Garcia, manager, just had them set up well structurally, and they're a tough team to break down.
Yeah, they're a
Like,
good team.
PSG, when they played them in the cup final, it went to penalties 0-0. Like they're
Jason Denier, I should still say he should go to Liverpool, but you don't want to be
You love
intelligent.
that man.
I love me some Jason Denier. We had Jason Denier and Virgil van Dijk as a center back pairing. What the hell happened to you, Celtic? Where are we now?
By the way, they drew 1-1 today.
Yeah, we drew 1-1 to Kilmarnock. They had like 9
But
players
you won
behind.
the league.
I mean, yeah, we still got to win this league though. They had like 9 players behind the ball. Like they just sat in their
mean,
box
Rangers got eliminated, yeah?
from the Europa League.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank God, bro. I'm
against
seeing
you.
that fucking Kent
you
getting
beat them.
upgraded. My God.
Thank you, Rasta.
But we'll
Jesus.
talk more about Juventus a little later.
Yeah, we'll talk about full Pirlo because that's wild. Manchester City, Real Madrid,
Probably the best matchup of the weekend.
El Galacticos. This is big too. This is huge.
Yeah,
God, I was
I mean-
was so happy.
I mean, when we saw this draw, like a year ago, basically, like we were like, one of these clubs are gonna be knocked down in the round of 16. These are both huge clubs who are really probably one of the favorites to win the entire tournament. And here we are. Zinedine Zidane, Real Madrid are going back to Madrid with nothing.
Good, fuck them.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not the biggest
Jesus.
Madridista of all time. But what the fuck happened?
I mean, we could use Florentino Perez right now, so I can't say nothing. I mean, we could use anyone.
It all started really.
We could use Shakir as our boat.
It all started like a year ago, a week ago, when Gareth Bale and James Rodriguez were both left out of the squad.
Can we... Dude, I love that man so much.
Who?
Gareth
Bale?
Dude, and you see these pictures of this guy, bro.
He doesn't care.
They won the league, and he was just in the
Binoculars.
background, like...
I mean, I feel bad because I love Gareth Bale. I think back to his Tottenham days where he was just a world beater. He single-handedly knocked out Inter Milan.
I mean,
Like,
he's been good for Real Madrid.
he's been very good.
It's not like he's been bad for Real Madrid.
Exactly. My thing is,
Last couple seasons just been a joke.
he's almost turning into like the Madrid Ozil. He's just there for the money at this
Whoa, it's
point.
worse than
Like,
Ozil, dude. At least Ozil shows up from time to time. This guy's not even being put in there.
No, he didn't though. Ozil didn't show up to the last game of the season.
Ozil wasn't. Ozil.
Yeah, but at
I
least
bet
you know-
Ozil wanted to play.
Yeah, but at
No,
least
the last
Ozil-
game of the
yeah.
season, Ozil goes, "No, I'm gonna go on vacation
Gareth Bale was
instead."
sitting on the bench making fucking binoculars with his hand in a piece of paper. Ozil didn't go that far.
He had the umbrella. Ozil had the umbrella on him. No, but
Like-
the last game of the season, Arsenal were fighting for like good result. No, it was the last game. It was the FA Cup final. That's what it was. FA Cup final. Ozil goes, "I'm not gonna show up because I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna go on a beach instead."
Well, they weren't playing for like the last month.
No, I know, but the thing is, he's their club highest paid player. £350,000 a week.
I think there's
to
some-
go on vacation.
I think there's. Well, maybe we should talk about this another day. But I think there's more to this Ozil thing than meets the eye.
No, he needs
Ozil's
to go.
blacklisted because of his political things.
Yeah, what he said about China.
Well, China and Turkey and Germany. No one wants to touch Ozil. He's not going to go there unless he goes to like Fenerbahce or Galatasaray, which I think he will go on and say, just go to Turkey. Just live your life out there.
In the words of Ivan Drago, if he dies, he dies.
Exactly. Thank you.
Don't cut that out. Class.
So, first leg ended 2-1 Manchester City with a massive result at the Bernabeu. They go back to Manchester, and it is a tactical masterclass by Pep Guardiola. Agreed?
Partially. They played very well. They were definitely the better team.
Raheem the Dream Sterling opens the scoring in the 9th minute. That's his name from now on. It's Raheem the Dream.
Unreal assist from Veron.
You don't call that lame?
Huh?
You don't call it that lame?
I'm not lame, big
Raheem
man.
the Dream?
Raheem the Dream
Well,
Sterling.
I've heard that so many times by so many different people.
But yes, Raphael Varane gets all the headlines in
unreal
this season, in this game. The man just
He
had a stinker.
Probably his worst match of his career.
Had a stinker. And what a time to have it. Like, Champions League, knockout, Man City. No, I'm just not going to show up. I don't care.
When Sergio Ramos is out, you were
definitively
the best center back on the team.
Nah, man.
Just be the worst one. Why not?
Yep.
I mean, 2 years in a row, Real Madrid knockout in the round of 16. Both times Ramos missed the second leg due to suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look good on Ramos because he didn't play in those matches, or bad because he got suspended for those
Stop
matches?
getting carded, Ramos.
I mean, you can only do like. That's
He
the thing,
he didn't get a red card all season in La Liga.
Like, you can't tell Ramos to stop being like. Yeah, but Ramos still was doing. I can guarantee you, he's still doing the same bullshit. But you can't tell, dude. If you tell Ramos to not play that way, it's probably gonna be more detrimental to Real Madrid than if he did and missed a game. That's just the thing. You can't blame Ramos for that. Varane just shouldn't be shit.
Varane's
Got
not
World
a bad
Cup winner.
He's not a bad center back. I mean,
He's probably top 5 in the world.
He's very good. I mean, he has a bad match. You can't hold it against the guy.
But he needs to step up when Ramos is gone.
Yeah, like you can't have bad matches when you have such a spotlight on you there. 100%.
Karim Benzema does continue his good form by scoring the goal for Real Madrid to tie it up.
He's Real Madrid's only good player, I thought.
He's had a great comeback since
What about their Ballon d'Or winner?
Luka.
Useless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the man, Gabigol. Hello. I can't do the voice. Oh, he's can do the voice.
Hello.
But
if you don't watch our YouTube career mode series, you're gonna be really confused.
You're a joke. Check it out.
I mean,
that was
really
aggressive, but
yeah.
Sometimes
he's got a point. You're a fucking joke. Please check
but we appreciate you listening to the podcast.
I love how you're just aggressive. He's like, trying to relax. Let's calm us down.
I mean, we all knew this from me coming into this, though.
We're lucky Waz isn't here because he'd just be physically assaulting Waz.
Oh, all the time.
But Gabigol does score. To
Remember
make
this when you see it was
2-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. Varane yet again at fault. And then Real Madrid had nothing.
Good.
They didn't have much.
I mean, there was a chance where I don't remember who played in behind, but it was like to Asensio, and then it ended up at Benzema. Where
I think it was. Are we talking about the cross from Rodrigo?
No, that was in the first half. I was talking about the second half. Like Benzema had.
Benzema was good.
He's the only guy getting chances for Real Madrid.
He didn't have that much service.
Yeah,
he not good service at least.
I mean,
Toni Kroos still played well.
Yeah,
oh.
I mean Benzema had 3 good chances in that match. He scored 1. Probably should have scored another, but I mean you're not going to score all your chances. That's how football works sometimes.
You are playing Manchester City. It's not a bad team.
Ederson is the only good player in that back line. Although they do have Laporte back.
Yeah, and that was a huge thing. Laporte, Fernandinho, center back pairing. Phil Foden started at striker in like a false 9 system.
Dude, that kid is so fucking good.
He's very good, 100%.
He's so good.
I guess people saying that he should have left a long time ago might be wrong.
Yeah. Well, no, that guy would have been Jadon Sancho levels and he left. But
Jadon Sancho still went to
even better.
Jadon Sancho still went to a team with elite players in it.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, but not. Yeah.
I mean, I just want to quickly mention the Manchester City bench for this game: David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, John Stones, Otamendi.
Cut John Stones out of that.
John Stones and Otamendi are not good. However, they are, names, let's say.
I don't think John Stones could start for Aston Villa.
Probably could.
I'm being straight
He's being
up
heavily
here.
linked with Chelsea right now.
Dude, please God, don't
It's
sign
like
him.
Chelsea. You need good center
Unless you're playing him
backs.
at center defensive mid, do not sign that kid. Dude.
But yeah, Riyad Mahrez. I mean, like, their bench is good.
Yeah. Honestly, but Hazard.
Madrid are
Hazard
good.
was, dude, that's the thing about Hazard. Because I watched that whole game, and I didn't realize Hazard was on the pitch till the second
Literally, half an hour when this guy
Yeah.
said, and I actually took out my phone and went, oh my god, he's playing.
Yeah, I thought he was still. I deadass thought he was still injured.
The only thing I noticed from him is with him making that play for Benzema, where he broke the lines with his pass.
Yeah,
but
that's
What happened
when
to
I
him?
noticed he was playing.
What happened? Like, I know he's been injured. I know system changes, but
He just wasn't there, dude. I did like it would be bad enough that he was just having a back. I didn't know he was playing.
I think it's just the history of his career. There's times when he wants to show up and he shows that he can
But
be.
even at Chelsea, when he wasn't showing, at least you knew he was there.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's because that was their focal point.
Yeah.
They had to go through him.
He's not the.
That's what he
point.
needs to. That's what he needs to be. For
He's a
Real
£100
Madrid,
million
though.
pound signing at Real Madrid.
This was
Take
top,
it.
This was top 5 easily. Like top 3 could be potential in his last season at Chelsea. Best players in the world.
Yeah.
Like top 5 easy.
Yeah.
No questions about that.
He just hasn't
But
lived.
I think he should have done more in his career despite doing so much he has done already.
But like I get the injury, and I'm not putting him at fault for his season. Like you get injured,
Yeah.
But at no point in time when you're one of the world's premier, like best players in the world, like top 10, should you ever go so unnoticed that someone doesn't even know you're
100%.
playing?
I think that's
Never.
And I think that's why you have to give massive praise to players like Messi and Ronaldo. Over the past decade, big games, big moments, they have never once disappeared.
Yeah.
Messi maybe once or twice.
I mean, you've seen them play shit,
Yeah.
but like they've never disappeared.
Ronaldo has a shitty game, still scores a hat trick.
Like, dude, imagine being so bad that you're unnoticeable. Okay, at least when Messi's bad, you're like, oh, Messi's having a bad game.
Messi doesn't care anymore. Messi wants out.
Like, he was invisible. That could have been Lucas Vasquez over there, bro. I wouldn't know the difference.
Lucas, give me the next round for the Champions League.
All right.
Let's make some predictions.
Do you guys want to do a bet here? A fiver each. Best one whoever does the best out of these predictions.
Fiver each. Just big man.
I mean, I would, but I don't think Waz has the money to be.
Well, Waz is in particular.
between us?
Yeah, us three.
I'll put some money in the
I
pot.
think we just put on some McDonald's.
Let's stir some pots.
I mean, I'll give you $5 coupon at McDonald's. If you...
No, I want McDonald's. Don't worry, my orders on.
Give me the next round.
I'm not. My orders aren't like yours, where you like spend $18 on a chicken fucking meal. Moving on.
All right, so we'll do the Champions League predictions. No, it's like a World Cup now. Single elimination.
Yeah, this is one-legged,
single elimination?
one-legged games,
Oh,
all in
that's sick.
Lisbon. It's winner takes all. It's like within a week.
Oh, Barca's fucked.
It's great.
I thought we at least had 2 games. We're done. We're out.
But then again, you can't have a second leg collapse.
This is also true.
So
we
you
are
never
only
know.
good in the first leg.
You never know. But I think that's what I like about this. It comes down to 90 minutes. What if Bayern Munich just don't give a fuck for 90 minutes? Lewandowski has a nap on the bench. He goes,
we
I don't
can't
care.
defend, and they have Lewandowski. So
Yeah,
that could be an issue.
So we're predicting the winners for each of the quarterfinal matches, and we'll predict each of the results afterwards here based on our predictions. So let's start with Manchester City versus Lyon.
City. Dude, City.
I want Lyon. I really want a bit of a
City
dream
is
run.
way too good.
But City is damn good. City takes that
Way
one.
too good.
Look, I think Manchester City against the lower teams don't always give it their all.
They don't.
And Lyon in the past, especially last season, I know it's a slightly different team, but they gave Manchester City a run for their money.
Dembele has history with Man City. He scored a brace against them. Celtic Park. Good times.
Is he back?
Yeah, he went on during that game. He came on the sub against Juventus.
I didn't watch the game, so
He came on.
I've spent most of my time watching the other game.
He's there.
In other words, all of my time.
He might start. You never know.
Yeah, but
I gotta give it to City though. They're better
City.
all around.
we'll add
Are you gonna give any love to Lyon or no? Be hipster. Be French. Come on.
Dude, it's
I think Manchester City are
Thank
just
you,
gonna.
thank you for
it's-
being
dude.
intelligent.
Let's put a score just as a
they have
tiebreaker.
Bernardo Silva on the
3-1.
fucking bench, man.
3-1 Man City.
Yeah, the team's way too good.
I say 2-1.
They've got their best center back. Fernandinho's been decent.
So what's your score
John
prediction?
Stone's gonna hit the reserves. I'm gonna say 2-0. I can see 2-0.
Okay. Next up, Barcelona Bayern Munich. The winner faces, well, in our opinion, Manchester City.
Fuck me. This
So-
is bad because I like both those teams.
It's
But-
the wrong time to face Bayern Munich.
Yeah. Like I ideally want either of these two teams to win. One of them way more than the other. But
I gotta go Bayern.
Dude, I can't, like it really depends because if we need 3 things to work, okay? If Ter Stegen is unreal, Messi is unreal, and Suarez is playing,
All thing is through is if Lewandowski is not unreal.
we can like even if Lewandowski's playing, if all 3 of those things are there, We
You
can
have a
win because I
chance.
can trust Longley
Yep.
and PK enough
Yep.
that if
Yeah.
Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's having a worldy game, that we can pull this shit.
Yep.
But if one of
You
those
are
things
Barcelona.
is gone,
You're not a bad team.
But if one of these things is out, especially Ter Stegen, if Ter Stegen's out, dude, we're fucked. We're
I
done.
mean, you need a little, if not a shit ton, of Messi magic.
We need a lot. He needs to be there.
Ultimately, I say Bayern Munich goes through 2-1.
Yeah, I think Bayern Munich, their intense is so insane that Barcelona, I don't think they do that well against high pressing teams.
Think of this for 2 seconds.
you can't defend.
Think of this for 2 seconds. Alphonso Davies will be marking Messi.
I'm sorry, but Alfonso's really good, but nobody can guard
Let's
that
see.
guy.
Let's wait. Let's wait and see what he can do. He's got the pace to keep up with him.
But it depends if Messi shifts into the mid, because you always know.
Oh, he does, of course.
Always.
I mean, Griezmann could drift out wide, right? You never know what
And
that,
Davies is going to lock
that
that
fucking
kid out for sure.
headband does.
Pavard is injured, so Kimmich might have to play right back instead of
Which
midfield.
isn't
It's
the
not that
worst.
big of a deal.
Big man can come into the
We
midfield.
don't have a shocking amount of pace up top, so
Yeah, and
No, I go 2-1 Bayern.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say it's gonna be close.
You gotta give Barca. You can't go against them.
I'm going against the grain because obviously Bayern has.
Yes.
It's a favorite, but sometimes you just gotta go with the boys, man. Please God, pull the shit. Please 2-1. I think
It'd be
2-1 Barca.
it'd be a great victory for you guys to beat them.
I say 3-1 Bayern Munich.
Ooh.
Okay, man. I know we can't defend.
Like I said, though, it's 90 minutes. Anything can happen in one
Yeah.
game.
That's the beauty of this.
If
But
Barca plays the way we did, because Napoli were.
And then so what you've predicted is Barcelona to go through
Yeah.
is a Barca versus Pep.
Yeah, because this is the thing is Napoli
That's a
played
tough
heavy.
run to the fucking final.
The Champions League is always a tough run to the final,
this
But
is
there's two halves of this group. You want to be on the other half. Like,
which we're not. But but Napoli played very, very, very like.
they did.
And you can't say, oh, but they don't have them. They have Dries Mertens and Lorenzo Insigne.
Yeah.
And we handled that fairly well, especially without even having Vidal, which we need that guy.
De Jong was brilliant.
De Jong was absolutely stupid good, bro. But anyways, if we play like we did last match, which Barcelona is stupidly inconsistent, so who the fuck even knows? But if we can play like we did last match, I think we can pull it out.
I just think Bayern Munich's just a completely different level than Napoli.
They are a freight train right
Like,
now.
I haven't seen Bayern play this good since the Pep days.
Since Joop.
No,
Joop.
they were better with Joop.
Joop Heynckes when he left was
Joop
incredible.
Are you talking about pre-Pep or post-Pep?
Pre-Pep.
Pre?
Well, Pep was after, so that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
since.
I would take that Joop team over Pepsi.
Dude, that
any day.
Joop prime.
They
That's
were
fair.
nuts.
Prime
Like,
Robin,
fair.
Prime Ribéry.
But don't lie that Pep Bayern team played
course
very
it
Oh
good.
no, they were very good. I'm just saying, that Joop Heynckes team, bro.
Wasn't
Oh
that,
my god.
I think Bayern did they not knock out Barcelona?
7-0.
Yeah.
I remember.
I remember
'Cause I was
posting
in-
it on
'cause I was at-
Instagram
I was at school
years
crying.
ago. I was like, "What is happening right
I
now?"
was at school crying, dude.
Yeah, I was in the locker room when you found out the score. You were kicking the lockers.
That was a bad time for me. Rough times in my
That team
life.
is nuts.
But
It was bad.
Hansi Flick, he's an insane man. Like
He's
he
done
he just
brilliant.
came up and then
Shout out Fabian. I haven't given him a shout out for a while. You predicted this. He did. When Flick came in, he goes, "I expect big things from him." And I was like, "Who the fuck is Flick? Who is this man?" My dad still goes, "Who named this man Hansi Flick?" Like, who named him?
I thought it was Fleck.
Flick.
Fleck.
Fleek.
I think.
Handsy on fleek.
I was gonna say, Frow's on Fleek.
But so, I think we set our scores. So next match, Leipzig Atletico Madrid.
Again.
It's gonna be 1-0
Again.
for someone.
Again. Heart says Leipzig.
Dude, Timo
Big
Werner.
ups Greg Chafe.
Timo Werner is out.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's
I
That's the
can
thing.
guarantee you that guy's mentally checked out. Is he even in the squad?
No,
he's
he's at Chelsea.
Dude, they're it's
He was,
I'm going.
he
1-0
was there
already.
watching their game against Bayern, and he was like, "Can you get out of Can you go back to Leipzig or what?"
Yeah, I'm giving this 1-0 Atletico Madrid, especially if Timo's not there.
So before we continue, you have to talk about Atletico Madrid. As of today, they announced 2 Atletico Madrid members have been diagnosed with COVID. We don't know if it's players, coaching staff, who. However, they were around the team for the past week. Chances are things are not jiving great.
But UEFA apparently said that they will not postpone this match at all. So if the
Ballsy by
can't.
UEFA.
They
yeah,
can't.
Yeah,
If they postpone this match,
It messes up everything.
Like, you can't do it.
So, but we saw against Liverpool, Atletico Madrid are very capable of soaking up the pressure and hitting on the counter. Leipzig are kind of similar. They will counter you. They're pacey.
Yeah, but their best player is gone.
Yeah, I know.
I
do have to agree.
The whole dynamic of that team is going to be shot.
Yeah, that's like over 35 goal contributions gone.
It's not even like it's not even like it was Timo Werner and it was Timo Werner.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Atletico Madrid.
It's got to be Atletico.
I'll just go a slightly different score. I'll say like 2-0 Atletico Madrid.
It pisses me off, but yeah, I guess Atletico.
Like, it's gonna be Atletico.
No, probably. The second most entertaining match is next. Atalanta PSG.
Oh, I'm gonna watch the.
No Kylian Mbappe. He is out.
Kind of sad.
Very sad.
Well, I've been hearing rumors that he might come.
I do have a feeling there could be some like, hey, listen, my foot's not great, but it's good enough.
Imagine the scenes. Mbappe steps back out.
89th minute, he comes on as a sub. Run!
Because Ilicic isn't coming back, so like, Atlanta would be like,
yeah, no, Ilicic is massive for Atalanta.
Yeah, but they still played really well without him. I think they can still play well really without him.
They can. But PSG's good.
PSG is good. But
I want to say goals. If this was two-leg, I'd predict like 37 to 28 kind of thing.
I feel like it's going to be a low-scoring game.
That would be such a piss-off. These two teams have scored so many goals
I
this
don't
season.
want it to be a low-scoring game, but like sometimes when two high-scoring teams come up against each other, it doesn't end 4-3 all the time,
No.
Because they're trying to shut each other down, or they play slower. It's weird.
The thing is, Atalanta never really play a defensive style. They always just try to play offense.
Atalanta's not going to play defensive style.
Are you going to save? Are you going to give Atalanta any love?
Why?
I think
because if you don't, I will.
I think it's going to be PSG.
I know you're going to
say PSG. Be realistic.
You go first.
I think it's going to be PSG. The score is so volatile, man. This shit could be 5-5. It's penalties.
1-0.
It could be 3-4-1 for either team. I'm just gonna say 3-1. Fuck.
3-1 PSG.
It's gonna be 3-2 PSG.
What are you gonna give?
I'm
Lucas?
going 3-2.
What are you giving me, Lucas? Because I'll do whatever you don't do.
Okay, it's going 3-3 to penalties.
Who's going through? That's wild. That'd be a wild game.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of this.
Atalanta.
Better not disappoint me. This game better not disappoint me. This is going out to Atalanta, PSG. Please make this as fun as possible for my boy.
So if Lucas is gonna give Atalanta love, I would like to, but I'm not. I'm gonna say 3-1 PSG. I'm sorry,
exactly
Atalanta.
same as Matt.
I went 3-2.
I'm sorry, Atalanta. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
All right, so we might as well go through the semifinals quickly as predictions.
Yeah, because it's all happening within a week. So
yeah.
So I've got to stay true to what mine is at. So
you have City versus Bayern.
Barca.
You say Barca. If that does happen, what would the score be?
Fuck me. It's the same thing as the
Barca.
Bayern game, you know? Because like Pep doesn't know how we play because we play shit 95% of the time, and I'm sure he's not going to be anticipating that. And City can't defend either.
But you actually think
really well.
No.
It's 2-2 Pens. Barca.
Jeez, that'd be.
Matt, you'd have a heart attack.
I would have had a heart attack. Dude, I almost had a heart attack last game, bro. We were up 3-1.
Okay, so Liam and I both said Bayern and Manchester City.
Great game. Like, incredible game.
Mm-hmm.
City are good.
City are good.
Bayern are good.
Barcelona are good sometimes. Fuck, it hurts.
2-2. Penalties.
Gotta go
Bayern
with the
Munich
Germans.
go
Yeah,
through.
the Germans
Bayern
always
Munich
win
go
on
through.
penalties. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Bayern wins 3-1.
Against City.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's some big dick energy right there.
City. The weather.
The citizens.
All right, so to the other semifinal. Jeez. To the other semifinal predictions, Matt has Atletico Madrid versus PSG. Who do you think's winning that?
Bro, if you talk about the weather.
This man's like 30 years old. G-Leagues.
Best fans of the 21-year-old just goes to show you his mentality.
Dabbing in 2019.
Oh, dude, I got that stuck in my
He's got back-to-back goals, though. This man's on fire.
All right, enough about J-Leagues.
Barca needs to sign him. We need a little bit more threat front than Bart Braithwaite.
Barcelona, Martin Braithwaite, J-Leagues. Bring in Odi Nagalo. Why not?
Bro, bad for FC. Anyways,
Okay.
who the fuck did I say was going to make it to the next round?
Atletico Madrid versus PSG is your prediction.
Oh, shit. PSG 2-1.
That was mine as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
PSG 2-1.
Atletico 1-0.
Dang, I was gonna say the same thing. I had Atletico versus Atalanta, but I think Atletico would win.
Atletico are just... I fucking hate them. But man, can they just get results.
Yeah.
I give full credit to their system. They're set up perfectly for Champions League.
I see. I'd say 1-0. Nah. It would be probably 2-1 Atletico Madrid.
1-0 over PSG.
Okay.
There's a lot of belief. Like,
I do.
this team is still, like,
Not good.
not very good, you know?
I hate them.
They've been playing better
I
recently.
can't
towards the end of
stand
the league,
them,
though.
but
Didn't
They
do
could
so well
win.
picking up results against Real Madrid and Barcelona this season.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
but they also had like a bunch of new players into their team.
They can be vulnerable. That's all I'm going to say. They're very good defensively, but they can be
I think
vulnerable.
this type of competition plays into their favor.
I just
though.
like Diego Simeone. That man just
Yeah, but it worries me with Atlanta. It's like, if it does come to Atlanta and Atleti,
like
it's not going to be like another, like, because it's like playoff basketball where teams slow down, they're more methodical. I ain't giving fucking shit. They're coming straight for you. They don't
that's
care.
it. Atalanta could just throw a massive curveball and go, listen, you can score 4 against us. I don't give a shit. We're gonna score 7. Like that's what I love about that team is
So much fun.
they don't give a shit. Like,
that's why I said it's so
without
hard to guess.
Ilicic, they're gonna miss a lot of don't giving a shit.
But Gomez is like Ilicic was great, but like Gomez's prime, I don't give a fuck. Dude, that's the
Atalanta.
guy.
Okay, so now to our Champions League final prediction. Matt, you have Barcelona versus PSG.
Oh shit.
The money final.
7-6. I'm kidding. No.
Well, you'd be going crazy making the Champions League final for the first time since 2016.
The return of Neymar.
I mean, just because I'm predicting this shit doesn't mean I'm actually like predicting this shit. I'm kind of just rolling with the punches I've been given. So, I mean, my balls have been on the wall this entire time, so I might as well just say 2-1 Barca.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, 3-1 Barca. Fuck it. Not 2-1. I'm going 2-1.
Neymar cries.
Yeah, fuck him, dude. You didn't have to go anywhere.
Okay.
Pleb.
I have
Yeah, we both have Bayern and Atletico Madrid in the final.
Atletico are just shithouse. I have 18 people on the pitch somehow. They're all behind the ball.
Diego Simeone's.
Diego Simeone gets on the pitch, starts kicking fucking Lewandowski. Like,
But at the same time, it looks like it's like Bayern's destiny to win this Champions League.
I do
Although I don't believe in destiny.
I do see a freight train, and I don't think many people can stop it. If
mean,
it's Bayern, Atletico in the final, I have to go.
I mean, look at Rafi Varane, bro.
I gotta go 1-0.
Shit happens.
1-0.
1-0 Bayern Munich.
Damn. And
After extra
Hey,
time.
what happens if Lewandowski gets injured next game?
1-0 Bayern Munich in extra time.
we can't live in a world with what ifs, Matt.
This is literally all what
His
ifs.
whole
okay?
situation is a what if.
This is a whole hypothetical
Like,
right
fuck,
here.
dude, my what if Barcelona's in the finals? That could happen probably.
We could all be wrong in the next leg.
I'm more than likely wrong. The odds are not in my
He
favor.
has his team winning a fucking championship. They could be out
In our
in
worst
2
ever
days.
season. Like, please take my predictions with a grain of salt, guys.
All right.
No confidence here.
I'm going to go the opposite of Liam. I'm going to go Atletico Madrid lifting the big years, winning the Champions
they're
League for
gonna
the
choke.
first time.
They're gonna fucking choke.
What's it show? 1-0 or what?
Yeah, I'll go 1-0.
Regular time?
Yeah, sure.
They're gonna choke.
Lewandowski.
If they even make it there, they're gonna choke.
Hey, they beat us, so they know how to win.
They beat Liverpool. Yeah, good for them.
Yeah,
That's a huge result. I mean, Liverpool were kind of untouchable this year. Except
On champion.
except Watford.
All right, we won't do the bracket for the Europa League, but let's just make a.
I want Wolves
I think Man U's
so
gonna
bad
win.
to win this. United should win this.
I think they're gonna win it.
United should win this.
But
They've
wait,
actually been in very good form.
I just want to see the bracket. Is Could it be an
Yes.
Inter Manchester United final?
I know.
Inter's in it?
Yeah.
Inter's going to win it.
I know. I know. United and Wolves could face each other next round. So, I want Wolves.
I think
I
Inter's
want
gonna win.
an Adama Europa League final. Like,
I think Inter can win.
you see
I
the
think
picture of
sick.
Adama?
Yeah, he gets oiled up.
Yeah, they were oiling up. This man looked big. Like,
I don't think he needed the oil to look big.
no, but it makes it just better.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Inter winning it with Matt. I think Lukaku is just gonna. They face Manchester United in the final. Lukaku.
Inter played Bayer Leverkusen this round. That's
So
not easy.
They're going to win that.
I would expect.
Unless Ras is on the pitch.
United-
That's a choke artist team.
United play Copenhagen.
They're going to win
Copenhagen knocked us out. So
They're gonna win
fuck
that.
you,
They're going
Copenhagen.
to win
I
that
expect United to go through.
Yeah,
Wolves
definitely.
play Sevilla. Again, not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy. And then there's also Shakhtar Donetsk versus Basel.
Speaking of Sevilla, remember when Unai Emery used to be a good manager?
Good evening.
Hey, he's at Villarreal now.
Yeah, he's at the Yellow Submarine.
Who cares? The guy used to be decent.
Yeah, he did. He won like 3
evening.
Europa Leagues.
And now he's just, all we know him for is good evening and getting sacked.
But no,
Football's cruel.
I do see.
Life's hard.
Yeah, I think Inter and Manchester United final, and then Inter wins it.
Yeah. Manchester United just doesn't have a strong
I just
defensive
want
line.
Wolves. I want Wolves.
So you say Wolves in the final?
Is
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez going to
I'm
lead this
gonna
one?
take Wolves to win it. Wolves to win it all.
I like the bold. That mean they'd be in the Champions League, which would be
I'd
insane.
be so hyped.
I honestly couldn't care less if they're in the Champions League because we all know they're getting knocked out in the round of 16.
Don't know, man.
Bro, I'm just being realistic here.
This club's weird. Okay, they'll sign Ronaldo. Like you never know.
I wouldn't doubt it if he was retired there.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine?
Jorge Mendes goes, "Hey man,
Ronaldo makes a return to the Premier
Wolves.
League, not for United. Walls will probably actually cry.
so you're saying Inter?
I'm saying Inter.
Inter Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
No love for United.
All right. So we've been going on for quite a while.
We've been going for a very long time. We haven't covered half the shit that we were supposed to cover.
So
Let's go to Juventus.
Yeah. Sarri's sacked. Pirlo is in.
Sorry.
That was unneeded. I was hoping one of you idiots wouldn't pull it out, but I figured one of you would.
Yeah, but yes, Maurizio Sarri gets the sack at Juventus after they get knocked out by Lyon. And yes, like Lucas said, Andrea Pirlo comes
Yeah,
in.
maybe he'll quit smoking.
Did he?
Maybe he will.
Maybe.
Did he?
I said,
Am I white now? No, he's not going to quit smoking, guys.
9 days ago, or 10 days ago now, Andrea Pirlo was named the under-23 coach of Juventus. And he just gets promoted to the first team. Juventus moved quick.
I cannot wait to see this man on the sideline.
It's
I hope
a
he's allowed to have a
ballsy move.
flute of wine with him. I really do.
He seems like some managers like have like little stools and stuff. He sits on like a wine barrel. He's like, listen,
Dude, I can see him sitting on like a little three-legged stool, legs crossed.
or like a
just-
big like wingback chair, like the old leather chairs. He's got a book and a pipe. Ronaldo, you scored it? Okay, cool, thanks, great.
I cannot see this guy coaching. I can't, but I
It's
can't
a
wait
huge
till I
move
can.
for them.
Yeah, this is how I imagine Juventus deciding their next manager. Pochettino, did he win the Champions League? No. Okay, not him. Ten Hag, did he win the Champions League? No, not him. Okay, Pirlo, he won the Champions League, but it was as a player. But he won the Champions League.
I mean, like
Higher.
you just mentioned two names that I think should have gotten this job before Pirlo.
Maybe not Pochettino, but I think Ten Hag would have been.
Pochettino got fucking Spurs to a Champions League final.
Yeah, but I just don't. I just don't feel like it's a good fit.
That's understandable to have that opinion.
I mean, Ten Hag would have been great to
Maybe just me
euthanize this team.
Yeah,
you
maybe
know?
just not me
euthanize.
seeing Pochettino
Euthanize
anywhere
means to murder someone, so not euthanize. To bring more youth to the club. You euthanize your
about
dog. You don't euthanize Juventus.
Anyways,
Apologies for that.
I think Ten Hag would have been the better move.
But
It
then
would be a
again,
great move.
I don't
Would
know.
have been the better move.
The Juventus team has a lot of egos.
Why don't you just bring back Allegri? Like,
Yeah, what is he
he's still
doing?
not working.
He's not doing anything. Why didn't they bring back Allegri?
Because he never won the Champions League with them.
So
He got past the round of 16.
He got to the final twice, didn't he?
I dropped my lid. It's okay.
But yeah, they didn't. Allegri still has no job, which is probably fine with him.
I
He's
mean, if he
probably
wants to come to Barcelona, please, man.
I mean,
Actually, what do you need?
I don't know.
I need Javi. I need a new board. The fuck am I talking about?
You
Not
more.
Barcelona. Yeah, but I think Juventus needed to hire someone that could handle big egos. Sarri obviously was not the best fit there.
Sarri is his own ego.
Well, Sarri does better with a team with less egos. That'd be willing to work his style.
He's
Because
just a walking cigarette. I don't
Because-
think that guy knows what he's doing.
there's reports out there sacking. This could all just be gossip, but apparently Ronaldo got annoyed whenever, because every practice Sarri kept saying play two touches, which apparently Ronaldo couldn't bear.
Get the fuck out. Who the hell is telling Ronaldo to play 2 touches? Ronaldo tells you how he wants to play the game.
Think about this. Ronaldo is the most healthy fitness guy in the history of the world, and this guy can't stop smoking.
Bro, dude, imagine, you don't tell Ronaldo and Messi how to play. You just let them do their thing.
Other things, Douglas Costa couldn't stand Sarri anymore because he smoked too close to the locker room.
Oh God.
Apparently, there's a technical rejection from the players towards Sarri, and finally, Sarri is said to have confided to a friend that Buffon only spoke in the locker room when he was playing. While it may seem that the player was content to respect his position, the manager was left alone. But apparently, some people did like Sarri, like Pjanic and Dybala.
I mean,
I feel like the ball just likes anyone.
he's just nice.
He just seems like a really, really nice guy.
I mean, obviously there's issues at Juventus. I mean, they get knocked out of the Champions League. It's not all just on the field. There's a lot of off-field issues as well. I mean, that's to be expected. But
I mean, if we made it through the round of 16, they have no fucking excuses. Just saying.
But Pirlo.
I mean, you want to hear Gattuso's opinion?
It's Malakia.
It's something like that.
100% the Malakia.
He said, I assume this is just Gattuso
Can you
here.
give me this accent? I'm ready for this Gattuso impression here.
Dude, he doesn't have an accent. He just screams. Malakia.
He says, well, he's screwed now. That's the job. He's lucky to be starting at Juventus, but his profession is one where a great playing career is not enough. You have to study, you have to work hard, and you don't get much sleep.
He's
Gattuso,
right, though.
what the fuck is he talking about? No one saw him coming.
No, but he's right though.
Gattuso was coaching before he got his job, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is
he's
right.
12-year-olds.
You can't just walk into a job like that because of who you are. I mean, we've seen plenty of ex-players now going back to clubs. Lampard and
Yeah,
Ole.
Lampard's IQ is damn near 150.
But and
so
Lampard's
who really-
had manager experience
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
at
at
youth
Derby.
level and also with Derby. Like plenty of those
Ole got relegated with Cardiff.
but he was a manager at Molde
Yeah,
for
he
several
was. He
years. Zidane was a youth manager at Real Madrid for a while before he took.
Pirlo
Yeah,
was
but
a
some-
youth. Pirlo
but
was a
that's
youth
the thing,
manager.
though. Like, you can say all these things, but at the end of the day, Zidane, we gotta like maybe Pep put someone, but like Zidane. Sometimes, like with teams like this, all you really need to do is be a leader of men.
Just show up, yeah.
But you
Like this guy's dude. This dude, like, even if his system is an old his old system, this guy's been playing for upwards. This guy's been around football
2 decades,
from youth
yeah.
level to where he is now.
Yeah.
Watching his game film over and over and over and over
He's
again,
a brilliant
playing
IQ of the game.
World Cups,
Yeah.
Champions League,
Yeah, 100%.
league. This guy's been around football, fully immersed for 40 years. I don't think a book's gonna teach him much more
No,
than
exactly.
he needed to know.
I mean,
but it's about experience, I think. Like getting that.
Yeah, they
So-
got the experience. They've seen it all.
Yeah, but
And ain't no one gonna look at Zidane and be like, "Why the fuck should I listen to you?"
But no, Zidane at least managed the Real
No,
Madrid
but,
youth
I
side.
mean, yes,
so.
yes, you can. There's a difference between playing experience and managing
Yeah, there
experience. But it's not like when you're a player, you don't learn how to be a manager at the
Exactly.
same time. They
Like,
go hand in hand.
If Xabi Alonso came in with no managerial experience, and I was a professional footballer, I'm telling you right now, I would trust the guy.
yeah.
There would be no questions. I don't care how good I am. If he came to me, obviously I'll trust him. But like, if I was a professional footballer and Xabi Alonso was announced as my manager, Zidane was announced as my manager, anyone, Frank Lampard was announced as my manager, Ole, I'd have some question marks. But
your gigs, your
But, like,
skulls, you know.
if these guys came in, guys that have been known for being intelligent
Yeah.
footballers, I'd fully trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Fully.
agree with you in that sense because obviously guys who've done it before at the highest level who know more than probably yourself that you'd have to trust them. My thing is just he has no experience coaching. Just finished his coaching badges not long ago.
Pirlo's a different story. Like Pirlo's a different story than someone like Zidane.
I wonder how he'll his play style will be.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Pirlo was on the ball, spraying passes.
I would trust it like from a managerial point of view. I trust Zidane way more than Pirlo. Pirlo's a different story.
I mean,
I'm just talking about like, those players.
Will
Select
Pirlo
them out,
look
but-
to kind of play his play style? Like, will he look for someone who can sit behind the play and just move the ball around?
Well, he doesn't have anyone like that
He doesn't.
because they just dip Pjanic.
I mean, if
That was the closest thing to him.
Arthur can't do that.
I mean, they're interested in Tonali, but he's not exact. Even though he looks like
He
Pirlo,
looks like
he doesn't play like Pirlo.
Sandro Tonali playing under Pirlo. Oh, dreams.
That'd be kind of fun.
Italians are moist everywhere.
I think Juventus this could be good. Like at least immediate short term, it'd be good because people. Then again, would a guy like Ronaldo be happy with Pirlo coming in as manager?
Pirlo's younger than Buffon.
Like, Ronaldo, this is Ronaldo's twilight of his career. Would Ronaldo want like a high level manager in this position?
He would, but I feel like he would. Like, it's the thing because Pirlo and Ronaldo aren't that far away from each other in age.
No. I think Pirlo's 42.
Yeah.
So I feel like Ronaldo would kind of step into that Portugal mode.
No, but I think
I'm
Juventus,
not kidding either. Like,
I think Juventus will look for that. 100%. I think Juventus will look for, hey, let's give Pirlo a season or two of help around him. He's got great. He has Ronaldo. He has Bonucci. He has Chiellini. He play people that have been there for generations. It seems. Why not use those guys as players, but to help him get into that job and to help him be settled?
Like, I get that point, but they should have a manager. A clear set authority figure.
Do you think Ronaldo's gonna stay?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna stay.
Okay.
Where would he go?
Yeah, dude, no one can afford this
PSG's
man
like
right
the only
now.
place I could think.
I don't see him in Paris.
What the fuck do you mean?
I mean, you saw a ton
How?
of things because
Dude?
A picture of Ronaldo.
I'm surprised he didn't end up going to Paris. First time
I
around.
can't see it.
I mean, they got rid of Thiago Silva and Cavani's
They've got
wages.
a Nike and Jordan sponsorship. They're by far the most fashionable club in the world. No one close.
But does he want to compete with the club?
It's Paris.
Does he want to compete with the club?
Compete with the club for what?
Being the spotlight. At Juventus, when I say the word Juventus to you, you think Ronaldo.
Dude, this guy's got more followers than PSG.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is,
He is the spotlight.
but PSG, they have Neymar and Mbappe.
And then they'd have Cristiano Ronaldo.
Be a great front three.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Be a great front three. But there's some big
I
fucking
love Mbappe
social
and-
media egos
I
right
love
there.
Mbappe and Neymar, but who's fucking Cristiano Ronaldo, man? This is the most followed man on Instagram.
You just put him as like the Eiffel Tower.
He is the dude. Yeah, he literally replaced the Eiffel Tower. Like, Ronaldo is the spotlight, no matter where he goes.
What's this Zlatan quote? I came to Paris as a legend. I left as a god. Bring in Ronaldo.
That's the only ego I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo can compete with, and I think that's why, because you can tell those guys love each other when they play each other. Yeah, they love each other, and I think that's
They
the reason why.
respect each other. Yeah.
Because they all do. That's the only dude. If they couldn't play on the same team. Those two, though.
But just to finish this off, Pirlo, do you give a thumbs up, medium, or down?
I think it's a medium. I actually think it's more like I'm gonna go like a spectrum. It's like here. I think it's around here.
So Matt's,
I feel like
for those listening on audio, he's kind of pointing
So
down.
like a 75%.
this is Juventus, bro. Get a fucking manager, bro. I mean, I'm excited to see this shit happen. Don't get it twisted, but like,
Let's
you
give
should have
it a
gone
chance.
10
Let's give Pirlo a chance. You never know.
You never know, but like,
You never know.
I just can't see it.
You never know, man.
Can't.
What's next, Lucas?
Let's just quickly mention the Championship playoff that happened last Tuesday, just for Greg.
Greg! Fulham are back in the Prem, baby!
First year or so. Is that dark? Or was it true?
Fulham win the championship playoff final against Brentford 2-1. It was a great game. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Joe Bryan scoring 2 goals. Never would have guessed that.
First goal,
The guy
what
left
the heck?
First
Yeah.
goal, the goalie, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not in your net. And Joe Bryan goes, I'm going to score that one. Second
As you do.
goal was actually well worked. You know, a nice little tiki-taka move, and he slots it home.
Yeah, impressive.
Tiki-taka from Fulham. I never would have thought.
I seriously give him a year.
I mean, hey, they're
You think they're going to go back down?
they're
Honestly, I
favorites.
do agree with you. I've watched
I
them now
can't.
twice this season.
Yeah.
No, I watched them 3 times actually. And all times I go, they're good, but
Like,
they're not
if
Premier League
If
good.
Leeds has a potential of going down which I don't think they will, by the way. I think they'll actually be a pleasant surprise. But I don't know.
These past few seasons, it's been very tough to predict these championship teams coming up.
Yeah.
Like, everyone thought Norwich was going to do well, and they were shit. People thought Sheffield were going to be shit. They're fucking damn near Europe. Like,
I think Leeds. I don't think they're going to be like.
They're not going to be Wolves.
Leicester or Wolves, but I think they're going to, like, not now, obviously. Like, those teams took a little bit to build up, but I see them finishing most definitely above 15.
I mean, as long as they stay up, that's what their goal is.
Yeah. I think they're going to finish above 15th.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I think. I was going to say, I think West Ham's going to go down this next year. It's coming. West Ham is coming. Like,
it's certain people.
it's coming, West Ham. After these past few years, your time is nearly up.
Which is a shame because they have a beautiful stadium.
They do. But no one likes it.
I like it.
Bring back the bowling ground.
Anyways, I think that's enough of championship talk.
Good job, Fulham.
And congrats to
Can't
our
wait to see
friend
you
Greg.
in the
It's his
Prem.
birthday and his club got promoted. So
Yes.
it's great. Okay, so
Also, I'll just quickly, Brentford, you're a bunch of fucking chokers. They lost 4 out of the last 5 games. They should have had automatic promotion. Drop down to the playoff.
because I don't give a shit about it.
I know, but listen, they went like the entire year just killing it.
And I hope to God one of you guys
They
says I'm
lose
not a
4 out
football
of the
fan.
last 5.
let's just quickly run through some transfer rumors. Just give a yay or nay or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll blast through these.
Oh,
Be like
Wil-
a minute segment.
Willian to Arsenal.
Nay.
Good move
Yay.
for him.
Yay. I think that's gonna happen.
I think it's a good squad addition. Just he's not going to be like a 15 goal scorer for them,
I mean, for Arsenal, it's kind of
which is fine.
because he is
He's not one
older.
from Chelsea either, so
He's older. It's kind of like it's not exactly a move for the future, but it's a move for right now. But
Willian's a good
I don't
player.
mind it.
Willian's a good player to have in your lineup.
Yeah.
He's not. You're not signing him to be wow. These guys can be our best. No, he's gonna be good. Though.
I mean, straight up, Nicolas Pepe has been a bit of a disappointment this season. So
he's
maybe
been good last.
since lockdown, 100%. But
We're good.
for 70 million, he has not been a 70 million player. I'm happy to see a little bit of competition for him
Done
on the
better than
wing.
Griezmann.
Yeah. Okay. Rumor.
Ciao, Felix.
Here, a rumor. Same agent as Willian, Coutinho. Do you think he's going to go to Arsenal or?
No, they can't afford him.
Uh,
He could go there on loan, but they can't afford him
I
because we're not selling that
it's
guy.
the
for
age. It's the agent. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen. Basically, Arsenal released a bunch of their staff. They said we can't afford you anymore.
Which
And
is
one of their people they released was like their head scout. He found Fabregas. He told him to sign Messi when Messi was like 17.
They released like 10 scouts.
Like they just said no, we don't need scouts anymore. They said we want to focus more on super agents. So this one super agent who's Brazilian,
Kia or whatever.
who is
He owns-
David Luiz.
He owns a restaurant with David Luiz and Willian.
And Willian in London. They own a restaurant together. So he wants to bring Willian. He wants to bring Philip Coutinho. He wants to bring Brazilians
But you can't afford him, dude.
on loan or
On
just
loan,
he takes
that's
a
the only
massive
way it's
pay
happening.
cut. Philip Coutinho today is not the Coutinho you bought 3 years ago.
Yeah, but Barcelona's not
He's
going
not
to sell
even
that guy
half
for
that.
anything less than 80, 70. It's not happening.
I'll give you 60. That's a shout.
Like it's not. They're not going to sell him for less than that. We
But
need
Arsenal
money.
need to spend money if they want to be taken seriously.
Because like the thing about loan is you don't have to cover all of the wages.
No, you
that's
can
the
split,
only
yeah.
way it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you're not like Coutinho's not gonna take. He's what?
But
28?
do you really want to loan him again?
Yeah, because Barcelona need
Honestly,
money.
if we get because at this point in time, with COVID, nobody's gonna spend the money we're gonna want to recoup on Coutinho.
Honestly, I can
No
see
one.
like 60, maybe 70.
But no one's gonna spend that money on him. So what we need Coutinho to do because we've already established that he was very good for Bayern. He was good
Yeah.
for Bayern.
He's
But we need to put him on.
outstanding at Liverpool.
Yeah, but he can fit into our system. It's a tight fit, but he can fit into our system.
So you don't want to keep him?
I feel like keeping him would be the better of the two options because if we put him on loan to Arsenal and he flourishes, we can sell him again for 70 to 80 million and all is good.
Yeah.
But if he goes to Arsenal
And flops.
flops, we're fucked.
Now we're talking 40 million.
We're screwed.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So what about these? Oh, but you don't think it's gonna happen though?
I give it.
I don't think Coutinho's it's not likely.
I'm gonna give that a 55% yes.
Because Setien was saying that you could involve him in the plans.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, well, with Aubameyang signing a new contract, I know this is very Arsenal heavy right now, but they are in the rumor mill a lot. With Aubameyang signing a new contract potentially, they've been tweeting Aubameyang a lot, so I assume it's going to happen.
it's gonna happen.
There's rumors of Lacazette leaving. Do you see that happening?
Yeah.
It'd be a shame.
Not
if
a good
he did.
not a good move for Arsenal, but
It'd be a shame if he did.
He's probably gonna leave.
Yeah, I think he's been somewhat underwhelming for them from what they expected.
I mean, if you're Arsenal, do you trust Martinelli
I wouldn't.
enough to be
No
the
offense
backup?
to him, but
I mean, he's pretty good.
He's been
But
very good.
he's really injured right
he's
now.
good. But he's so raw, dude. It's not like other young players like
Where
Foden.
would Lacazette go?
There's rumors of Atletico. I'm sure
Atletico are going to sign
Atletico
James
would need
Rodriguez.
there was rumors of that. Yeah.
I think that's going to happen because Real Madrid are going to cut their losses.
No, they want to know. They don't. He could go to Barcelona at this point. They want him gone.
Yeah, so I think he actually be a good team player for Atletico. He's a guy that tries hard for his badge.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't
never
wanna
had
see-
an issue with James Rodriguez.
I don't want to see him go to Everton though. I can't. That would ruin his ruin his career.
No,
like,
I
his
mean-
career's already in shambles.
I mean,
but,
yeah,
like,
okay. To stay on to Lacazette, I could see him being cut by Arsenal, which would be a shame in my opinion. He's a very good goal scorer, but you know what? Like you said, money wise, maybe they just say we need to recoup something right now.
you can also go to. Well, actually no, because Napoli just dropped what 70.
Yeah, they signed Osimhen.
Because that'd be the only other place I could see him realistically going outside of France.
Yeah. You could always go back to Lyon.
That was good. Lyon,
Yeah, like
you know,
outside of
because
France.
Dembele and
Yeah.
Memphis Depay could be moving on this summer. You never know.
Anyways, do you think Guendouzi's gonna leave?
Yes,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be there.
There's been rumors Barcelona want.
Please, God, I want him.
All
Dude,
right,
we need to save our money for shit we actually need, not this useless long-haired freak. I don't need him.
with a bad attitude.
He's a good player with a
Yeah.
bad attitude. 100%.
We don't need him. Dude, no.
Yeah, so Liverpool are gonna be signing a new player soon, a left back from Olympiacos. I heard he was very good against Wolves in the Europa League.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's not going to play much.
Yeah, he's gonna be a backup, but
Andy Robertson, unless Andy Robertson gets like injured or something.
Andy Robson
please
gets
don't.
replaced.
But you know,
Funny.
yeah, let's give him respect. His name, Konstantinos Tsimikas.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that
Greek
one.
Tings,
It's be like that one really, really tall ginger kid.
Kai Hoover, or
You know his name.
Oh,
I don't know his name.
Sanderberg.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Sander.
Sepp Vanderberg. Is that
Yeah,
Sepp Vanderberg?
Vanderberg. Yeah, I
Pretty
think.
sure it is.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, that guy's really young.
We're just gonna call him Andy Sandberg.
But also, another good thing for Liverpool: re-signing Nico Williams to a contract.
You know, I got a disclaimer. Until the trophy presentation when they announced his name, I did not think his name was Nico. I thought it was Neko. I was like, that's a really weird name, Neko Williams. And I heard his name, Nico. I was like, that makes a lot more sense. So, yeah,
I mean, Liam, I was the same with you until not that late, but I figured.
I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't really pay attention
Yeah,
to
that's
them.
fair. But yeah, that's enough Liverpool talk. Rumor from the Telegraph: Barcelona want Bernardo Silva.
I mean,
It's not happening.
that's not happening. But
We
it'd be
can't
no,
afford
insane shout.
We can't afford him, dude.
Do we talk about Tottenham potentially loaning Gareth Bale? They want to take him back on loan.
Real Madrid will definitely let him go.
But Gareth Bale goes, no, I don't want to. Because
Well, no,
literally,
the thing is,
this
if he
guy's
goes-
getting paid
If he
400
but
grand
that's
a
the
week
thing.
to
If
golf.
if he goes on loan, he will be getting paid all of that.
But
Yeah, but he's not being able to play golf.
No.
He has to actually play football, which is not his style right now.
I think he wants to play football, just not for Real Madrid. I don't think he wants to be there anymore.
No, not at all.
I think he does need to make a move.
He does.
Like the Euros are next year. Like
If Tottenham want to be taken seriously
That guy
again,
could go on a fucking 6-month vacation. He's gonna start for Wales.
yeah, but you want him to be in
good
top
form.
form.
Yeah. I mean,
Wales does, but he doesn't give a shit.
if
He's gonna play anyways.
No, he does. He cares.
If Spurs want to be taken seriously again, they need to make marquee signings.
Yeah.
And that would be a marquee signing.
I mean, it was a good sign they made with Højbjerg. Very
yeah.
shrewd.
I mean,
It's a shrewd signing.
ah,
I think it's
that's not a marquee signing.
not marquee,
Lucas.
but it's good business. Also, another player rumored going to likes of Chelsea, Napoli, and others. Regulion.
Region.
Regulion. My apologies. He played for Sevilla last season on loan from Real Madrid,
Yeah.
but obviously Real Madrid don't really need him.
Yeah. I mean,
They already dipped Ashraf Hakimi, so
Yeah,
he
that
could
was
end up leaving.
surprising to me.
That's
that-
I have no
That's
clue
bullshit.
why they I have no clue why they didn't.
no.
they didn't keep him. That was a really I'm happy. That was a really dumb move, dude.
And final thing I want to mention. So Valencia, they've been letting players go. They're going to continue letting players go. Apparently, Parejo and Coquelin are going to Villarreal to join Unai Emery.
Is Francis Coquelin really
Who cares?
missed?
Who fucking
But
cares?
Parejo, that guy,
Yeah, Danny Parejo's
that guy's been at the
They're
club
gonna let
for-
go. They're gonna let go of Parejo.
Yeah, apparently.
Probably financial. Like you're going to see a lot of these clubs who
I mean,
are
this isn't
not
the first time.
are not the top of the
Valencia's done
top
this.
are probably going to be letting players go that they can sell on for 15,
Yeah.
20
This isn't the first time Valencia's done something like this. They have a very, very bad reputation with being fiscally, aware.
responsible.
Yeah, they used to be a
Because-
big club in the
Yeah,
early
you remember
2000s.
David Silva and David Villa?
Oh yeah,
Why do
the
you think
late
they
2000s.
left?
Yeah. That's a good point. They had Joaquin
Shady.
as well.
Shady things.
Dry pockets.
But Villarreal's bringing some good players together. They're also bringing Kubo on loan.
Yeah.
Fucking love Kubo. That guy's a baller. Like,
Fuck my life.
All right, so you want to answer some TikTok questions?
let's do some TikTok questions. So shout out to Lucas. He put on a very good TikTok. And
We'll also answer one YouTube question because we did see one in the comments.
While Liam's looking for one, though, what do you guys think about Tanguy Ndombele potentially leaving? I heard Barcelona's kind of interested.
Yeah, he could definitely be
I
on
saw
the move.
Inter also interested in him as well.
I'd actually, at Barcelona, really love to have him.
Yeah,
I think
love
he
the
fits
guy.
our system very, very well.
You would love this man.
I would really love to have Ndombele. Please,
Well,
Barcelona.
if he stays
would.
fit, obviously.
Because he is perfect for our system.
If he
Perfect.
stays fit,
If he stays fit, him, Frankie, and somewhat like Busquets or Vidal, beautiful. I would love to see that.
He was one of my favorite players when he was
Yeah.
playing for Lyon. It was such a joy to watch him, but unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for Spurs so far.
Yeah, because he's not a Spurs kind of player, but he'd
No,
be
he's not.
perfect for Barca. Perfect. Who's that one guy who was going? Sarri. Was Sarri?
Sarri, yeah, he went to Fulham.
What a flop that was.
Yeah, I remember.
Flop.
Xavi said this guy has Barcelona DNA.
And then he just didn't go for some reason.
It's an interesting question
it's not.
to start it off. It's interesting. If you had to have one professional athlete who is not a footballer on your team, who would it be and why? I know your answer's going to be 100%. The king.
Usain Bolt.
Really?
He's fast.
But we've seen him play
But
football.
give him footballing ability.
Like on my team, dude, LeBron James.
you're not giving him football ability. It's just, that's your guy. You take any athlete from the world who is not a footballer and put him on a football team. You're saying Usain Bolt to Barcelona. He's fast as fuck.
Yeah, well, dude,
He can't play.
what the fuck is LeBron James gonna do?
Win headers.
He's gonna pick the ball up.
He's gonna win headers in the box.
He's gonna be like, yo, what do I do
Goalie?
with this shit?
Goalie? Could you imagine LeBron James in net?
No, I can't.
Take up the entire net.
That's not what he does.
He's good with his hands. Get down.
Like shit, I'd rather have Steve Nash, man.
That's what I was thinking. Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is a good footballer.
Picking
He actually
Steve
can
Nash
play.
over LeBron James. I'm taking
He's
Usain
also
Bolt, man.
old,
That
though.
guy is
Yeah.
quick. At least he knows what he's doing, kinda. Not very well, but he sort of knows what's happening.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, let's be honest, North American sports, you're not going to choose a baseball player because they're not actually athletes. Football, like American football.
It's a good thing most of our viewership is in Europe. That they'd hate you for that.
No,
I mean, baseball's a dying sport, technically.
I don't like baseball.
Dude, no one likes baseball. I'm saying that was rude
We
as
get
hell.
told fucking daily on TikTok to stick to baseball. I've never watched a baseball game in my life.
Do people watch baseball games on TV anymore?
I don't know.
But like, I'd go to a baseball
I'm
game
not choosing
literally
a baseball
just for the
player.
hot dogs.
I'm not
Just trying to
choosing a
get 5
baseball
hot
player.
dogs.
American football, someone quick, someone strong.
Like a Lamar Jackson. Was it Lamar Jackson?
I gotta
The
say,
Ravens quarterback?
I gotta say, a Rob Gronkowski in net potentially, but no,
That's a fucking liability.
no. I would choose big man Money Mahomes because he also can run very quickly.
I would go with more on a Lamar Jackson.
I mean, if I was gonna pick an NFL player, I'm picking Odell Beckham Jr. just to sell some T-shirts.
But yeah,
Take a couple photos.
This is not a question we should be taking that seriously because really it's just a not very serious question. But I did enjoy your question, Lucas. Who did you have? You said Steve Nash.
I
Right?
said Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, you say Bolt, Showtime, Money Mahomes. Here's an interesting question for you, Lucas. Prime Jerome Boateng or Virgil van Dijk?
Fuck, dude.
That's a good question. Because Jerome Boateng...
I'm picking my dude, Prime Jerome Boateng.
Boateng?
That was a freak.
Until Messi ruined his life.
That was definitely... His prime was definitely way
'cause-
before that.
Yeah, I know, but...
Because you gotta try to remember, before that happened, he was considered one of, if not, at least top 3 best center backs in the world.
He's
at the
very
time.
good.
He was a freak. He was ever like... If there was ever to be a comparison with Virgil van Dijk, it was definitely Prime Boateng. They were similar. In every way, shape, and form.
Oh, that's a tough one, honestly.
Just 2 big,
I'm
fast, strong,
gonna take Virgil
ball-playing
van
center
Dijk.
backs.
I'm gonna take Virgil van Dijk just because I do like him.
They were basically the same guy.
They're very
for a bit.
good. Very good.
Like, look
I
at
think Van Dijk was a little bit more agile.
Like, look at him. Dude, Jerome Boateng was quick
Yes,
off the
I know
line.
he was. I'm not saying he wasn't.
They were literally the same center back. They were...
I could be misremembering, but I think Virgil van Dijk makes it look more calm compared to Jerome Boateng.
Yeah, but Jerome Boateng will break your knees. Add your arms.
So are you're saying Boateng?
I'm saying Boateng.
I'm
I
saying
love him.
Virgil.
Yeah, I gotta go with Virgil.
Virgil.
But that's a good question. I like that.
Next question. Will Dortmund be a superpower in years to come? For example, Haaland, Bellingham, Reina, and if Sancho stays.
It depends. Right now their model is really selling players constantly once they reach a certain value, but there's gonna be a point where, like, if they sell Jadon Sancho for like £100 million fee,
Apparently, might be off. With
yeah,
Manchester
apparently,
United.
yeah, apparently they
should be
need to
good.
get a deal done by like the
was a
9th or
attack.
something, which is that's today. Never mind. But if they keep selling players and keep making profit, then eventually they're gonna have the money to be able to.
No,
sign
they need to
higher.
stop it. They need to stop it now. Is what they need to do.
Yeah,
It's not an eventually. I can assure you, Dortmund has enough money. They need to stop selling their players. They want to be.
If they want to be
used
taken
by
seriously,
minute.
100%.
They got to stop it now.
I think if they
With
don't
Jadon Sancho.
like, if they don't sell Jadon Sancho this year, I think it'd be very important for them as a club.
They need to like, because right now the potential for them is very, very high.
Yeah,
They have
100%.
Erling Haaland.
But if
And
Haaland,
Jadon
if Haaland
Sancho.
has a season even like half what we did last year,
Like,
£100 million bids are coming in for Erling Haaland.
if they can
in
keep these
January.
two for more than
Like,
5 years and build around them, they are more than competition for Bayern.
But eventually, footballers are going to want to leave because they want new challenges.
That's why they
but
got to
Lucas-
establish
but
themselves.
Lucas,
and they're
the
not
thing
going to
is,
do that if
the
they
issue,
sell them.
the issue with Dortmund is the players are not leaving for new challenges. They're leaving for Bayern Munich to win
Yeah.
Bundesligas. They need to say, no, don't leave to Bayern. We're better than Bayern. We can compete.
Yeah, and the only way they're going to do that is if they keep
They
the
keep
best
them,
player.
exactly.
Yeah.
They have to do it. They can't sell
That's why-
Jadon Sancho and they can't sell Holland.
That's why if they
need to
won the
keep 'em.
Bundesliga in the last 2 years, that would have been so big for them.
Yeah, it
that,
would've
that could have been a huge shift in the Bundesliga if that happened.
Yeah.
Well, they
Not
gotta
a
find some.
shit,
They gotta
a
find some,
shift.
They gotta find some homegrown talent then, because something's got to change. Because they
mean-
can't keep selling their players.
I mean, they apparently have this youth academy guy from their that's a striker that's like breaking records at youth level with goal scoring.
Yeah, but youth level isn't.
Yeah.
It's not like Lukaku. What's his name?
Yeah, Mukoko, that's a guy.
He's not gonna come up here and start doing some crazy shit like that.
I just found the best
He
question
might,
I've ever
but,
seen on
you
a
know,
TikTok in
probably
the
not.
history of the world. I have never seen a question this accurate.
I'm worried.
Is it true Dub Liam is better than Messi? He just didn't feel like being a footballer.
I can assure you that's cap. This kid was.
Thank
ass.
you, Frog Pain. Shout out to you.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up really quick. And I'm gonna give you a quick demonstration of Liam's only asset as a footballer.
Make sure you're in frame.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he has, dude.
Hey, man.
Hey, it was very good.
Hey, man. Back in the day,
Liam didn't aim. He just swung his left boot as hard as he possibly could.
back in the day when I wasn't.
Don't act like you did.
Yes.
Don't.
I could
for
run.
A second,
I could run.
You were fast, but don't for a second convince me that you aimed at any point in time.
Of course I aimed.
Bullshit.
I aimed at the net. No, we're not talking corners here. We're talking the net. Because power. Sometimes you don't need to aim. You just gotta shoot hard. But you know, I like to drift out wide left, whip a cross in. I like to run down the wing.
I would have liked to see Liam get a proper shooting coach.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Back
Liam
in the
didn't
day.
give a
Back in the day. I had things going on.
I mean, look, Liam's. I remember your dad once said Liam had his left foot was a gift.
Yeah, but he didn't open it.
100%. I gotta be completely truthful. I did not live up to my potential.
I don't think any of us did.
No, but the reality was I didn't train hard enough. I didn't take it seriously enough. I didn't push myself.
None of us did.
I could have been. I didn't. I think we all individually had exceptional talents, like small little things that were brilliant. We could have done. We just didn't blossom.
Well,
so yes, I was better than Messi. I just didn't become a footballer. Yeah. Can Jamie Vardy repeat what he has done this season?
Yeah, why not?
He's getting old.
He's old already.
I know, but
What's
are Leicester going to be as good next year as they were this year?
33 to 34? What's his leg going to fall off?
You never know.
I mean, is he going to lose some of that pace as the years?
Dude, this guy's cracked off of fucking Red Bulls and wine. The pace going nowhere. I think he... obviously, it's season by season. Mm-hmm. But I feel like 30, 28... No, let's say 30, 31, 32, 33, 34-year-old Jamie Vardy. You've gone pretty much the same thing from him.
Even if his pace does drop off, he's still in the box a fantastic goal scorer.
He'd still be a good poacher.
100%.
Let's be realistic. Over the last few years, have we seen anything different from Jamie Vardy? Has he been less or more? There's been occasions where he's been more of, but it's still been Jamie Vardy doing what Jamie Vardy does.
Do you think he's gonna have to adapt his game just a little bit as he gets older?
No, I don't think that guy's gonna lose his pace. Ever.
But even if he does start to drop off a little bit, I think Leicester are able to work around that and have pace your wingers and midfield popping up with goals. But
I don't see him getting slower. I can't. There's no way one can consume that much Red Bull and get slow. It's not possible. Oh, and espressos, I forgot.
I'll go with this one. Big Pav. Shout out Big Pav. What do you think are the reasons for Chelsea's defensive deficiencies this season? Is it coaching? Is it personnel? Or both?
Personnel.
Antonio Rudiger.
Yep.
Well, it's not just him.
I'm blaming just him.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the guy.
He definitely
supposed to be that guy.
I don't think
when you're supposed to be that
Frank
guy
Lampard.
and you're not that guy.
I mean, you got to put some blame on Frank.
Yes, but he also doesn't have center backs to choose from.
But sometimes about where the players are positioned on the field or other parts of the pitch that exposes certain areas.
Here's my
potentially
philosophy.
making it easier for players to get behind the fullbacks.
Here's my little philosophy: when
Rudiger
you
should
are
step
a
up.
professional footballer in your mid-20s to
Rudiger
late
needs to step
20s, you know how to defend.
Yeah.
It's not like Antonio Rudiger showed up last week and said, "Hey, listen, we're putting you at center back. You've never played this before, but figure it out."
I'm not gonna lie.
This man's been playing center backs for 25 years.
I'm not gonna lie and act like Kepa's not the main reason here.
He may not exist anymore.
He's a fraud. No, it's mostly Kepa's fault. Kepa's shit. I can't.
Could you compare it to Liverpool's time when they had Mignolet or Karius making mistakes behind the back line?
It's about that bad.
Because when a goalie makes a mistake
actually
that,
it's worse.
that kind of makes it more nervy for the center back.
It's so much worse. It's so much worse, and it's so much worse for one reason. That guy cost $70 million.
Yes. Think of your Harry Maguire. If Harry Maguire was a 40 million center back, very good.
Okay, boys.
But he's an 80 million center back. That's a fucking price tag.
At least
Kepa was a world record fee. Mm-hmm. Could you compare Kepa to Alisson?
No.
Different leagues. Leagues.
I mean, one is more even if Kepa was an ass.
Fucking Alisson's beard.
One is way more seasoned.
Alisson's beard is a better goaltender than Kepa. Just shave it off, stick it in there, and go. Yeah, that goes.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it's. I get what you're saying,
but you also have to look at
Kepa's
who's in front of Alisson.
But Alisson was signed for being a great goalkeeper.
Yes,
Kepa was signed for his potential to be a good goalkeeper.
But when you talk about goaltenders having confidence in their center backs.
I didn't say that. No, I was saying center backs losing. Yeah,
but it's the other way. You could say it all the way around. Alisson has confidence that Van Dijk will block a shot or will do the right thing. Kepa's got Rudiger and whoever the hell Chelsea puts in that.
I guarantee you, if Alisson didn't have Virgil van Dijk, Alisson is still going to be an exceptional 100%.
I'm not saying he's not.
Kepa shouldn't look at his defensive line and be like, "Wow, these guys are all fucking liabilities. I'm going to be one too."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Rudiger needs to step up and be a leader in that defensive line because, for the most part, Azpilicueta's wing back.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, fullback. Yeah.
And he's losing his legs. He needs to step up. He's
Reece
center-
James this is his first season.
yeah,
there.
like he's in a center. He's on the defensive line with predominantly players under the age of 22.
Yeah.
He needs to step up. Kepa needs to go like anywhere but net.
Bring it to Villarreal.
He needs to leave.
But Chelsea definitely still need to sign a center back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're busy focusing on Kai Havertz.
They need to do that first, but they need to get rid of Rudiger and pick up a center back, which is difficult to
They
do in
do.
today's market. But first and foremost, before they get a
Like-
center back, is they need to get Onana, because let's be honest, Jan Oblak isn't happening.
I think-
Obviously not.
I think you can't, like, Frank isn't blameless in this, or the coaches aren't blameless
No.
in this. But if the player doesn't perform what you're asked to do with simple things, it's gonna,
Yeah, but he hasn't got any other options.
yeah.
Christensen was out. Who the hell is he going to play? Me?
Like, literally. Well, even goaltending. Their backup is Willie Caballero.
And even he's been playing some games because, like, you can't trust Kepa. But, like, what is Frank supposed to do?
Well,
Talk to him?
come this transfer window,
Rudiger, can you please
they
not be
need
shit?
to sign. Okay, so if you're Chelsea, do you trust Rudiger alongside a better center back?
Nah,
Like do you
It depends.
trust him or Christensen?
because honestly, I don't think they're getting another center back. That
They need
is
someone.
so difficult to find. What Chelsea needs is they need a goalkeeper.
They needed Nathan Ake. That's what they needed.
Effective They needed Nathan Ake, but that didn't happen. So from now they need a goalkeeper. Effective immediately. I don't care who it is. They need someone other than Kepa.
Onana's the guy I would go after.
Onana's the guy they should go after, and they need to find a way to build around Christensen and Zuma. I think that, like, especially since he's already got a youthful squad, they need to find a way they can get those two together working, because Rudiger probably won't step up until he sees there's competition,
Yeah.
and they're not. Dude, it's so hard to sign a center back.
It
Like,
is. There's not a million out there.
They're not going to
world
get.
class.
They don't have the money to get Koulibaly.
Probably not.
Manchester City probably doesn't have the money to get Koulibaly. They probably settled for Ake for that reason. I shouldn't say settled. Ake's a good defender. It's damn near impossible to get a good center back unless one already says he wants to leave. So I don't think they're going to replace him with a better center back. I don't see it
They'll
happening.
sign John Stones.
Don't, please. If you know
But
what's
that,
good
was,
for
that
you.
was a good question.
Yeah, I think we can end it with that. That
Okay.
was a good discussion we
Do you
had
want
there.
to talk about the one from YouTube?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so Experiencing High Tide, great name, has commented. He goes, "Hey guys, love the podcast. As a City fan, where do you rank Sergio Aguero in terms of greatest strikers to ever play in the Premier League? As of right now, he has scored 180 goals, only behind Rooney, Shearer, and Cole, each of which have over 100 or more league appearances than Kun
Oh, he's
Aguero.
top 5.
I'm asking because I feel like he's always gets overlooked by some media and fans behind players who resume lacks Aguero. Jeez, I had a stroke there at the end, but you know.
He's top 5. It's hard to say because Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer's got to be there.
Do you consider Henry to be a striker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Henry's a striker.
No, he drifts out wide.
He drifts out
sometimes.
wide, but he's still a striker.
Shearer gets number 1 for me.
Do you think Aguero would get more respect if he played for like a Manchester United, Liverpool, or Chelsea?
Probably.
More historical
Well,
club, probably.
Manchester United. I feel like Aguero gets respect.
Yeah,
He definitely does. He's definitely regarded as one of the best Premier League strikers ever. And if he's not, those people are what you like to call ignorant. There's a word for those people.
Shearer. You gotta give Wayne Rooney a shout.
Shearer,
'cause he scored so many goals.
Rooney, Thierry Henry, Sergio Aguero's got to be up there.
And Cole.
Cole, yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some
Aguero's
damn good
Aguero's got to be
strikers.
top 5 though. Guy's got one of the best goal to game ratios in
Yeah.
Premier League history.
Oh, he
If
has
not
to be.
the best one.
Yeah.
He's
And,
the
and
best.
not only that, but he was a catalyst for the new Manchester City.
No, he's the reason Manchester City.
Like, he was-
aside from a couple other people. The
But he was,
reason
like,
why Manchester
one
City's
of the big signings, right? I mean,
the first ones too.
Yeah.
He's the reason Manchester City is who they are.
Yeah.
So, no, he's definitely top 5.
we give Aguero love. Is that
So
everything
do
for the
other
podcast?
people who aren't idiots.
If you could have taken over as the manager for any club this year who sacked their manager, which club would it be and why?
Definitely not Arsenal.
Would you take for Barcelona?
No.
You want to take over Barcelona?
Fuck no, dude.
Why
I'm
not?
not working under Bartomeu for what? For what? For what? Why would I do that to
Bayern.
myself?
Bayern.
Bayern for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Easy money, that one.
Close. Close one would be maybe Napoli.
No, I'm not working on Di Laurentiis side. That guy's a crazy motherfucker.
I'm
not doing it.
The way I look is, you talk about the board, but the players. I get to coach Lewandowski.
Yeah, but don't forget, you have a boss.
Lewandowski.
Dude,
Lewandowski.
dude, have you seen like
Roberto.
Bayern's like YouTube and Instagram pages?
Yeah.
Those guys have a fucking blast.
Oh, you'd hope you have a blast at a top.
So you
12
could
like
either
that.
having a blast in Bayern Munich, drinking big beers, wearing shit,
That's just my life
running
right
around
there.
having a good time, or you could be sitting at the opposite end of a table of Di Laurentiis, watching him scream at people, and forcing you to stay at the club's grounds for 35
Any
days.
Premier League sides?
Definitely not Arsenal. That's way too hard of a job for me.
I think it'd be very tough to take over any of the Premier League sides like Watford. You're just
Everton.
gonna worrying that you're gonna get sacked. Everton could be a chill time, but
Dude, there's only one option here, boys.
yeah.
It's Bayern. The only other options were Barcelona. No one wants to be there right now. No one wants to be in cahoots with Di Laurentiis, because I'm not spending a night over at that Napoli stadium. I'm not. But, you know.
I think that's everything. That was a very fun podcast.
A very long podcast. But
Had a good
I
time.
greatly appreciate if you guys have stuck around all this time. You know, thank you to Maddie for finally being here on the podcast with us in person. In person, I clarified. Shout out to Greg once again. It is his birthday, so shout out to Greg. And shout out to Waz. Let's see if he comes back. That 25 to 30%
He's not
chance he
coming
comes back.
If Waz doesn't come back, I'll take over his Twitch.
Cool.
I will
It's
play FIFA. though, so-
Elcock.
It's Elcock.
But from all of us, the 90th Minute, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the 90th Minute. And like I said, from all of us, thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time.